What's going on, y'all? Live for a few minutes. We haven't chatted in a while, so I figured I'd go live and chat with you guys. So we'll give this several minutes to stream this out here and get these comments going to see how this goes. I know it's been a while and it's been kind of unexpected, so you guys have to let me know. The quality's still not the best. I still haven't upgraded this computer yet, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay and we can chat for a while because there's been a lot going on in the UFO community with the drones and everything else kind of going on. So got a couple people going on. What's going on? Hey guys, appreciate y'all joining in. We are just here for a few minutes. I figured we'd go live, like I said, talk about a couple things. Still, this drone stuff is still out there, but it's very interesting. So appreciate that, Hilltop Hunter. I know the audio is not the best. I did upgrade my StreamYard. I just haven't had a chance to kind of play with it because I did want to show you guys some stuff, but I'll probably mess it up trying to do this today. But we will do it on another casting of it. So I hope everybody had a good new year. Happy 2025, 10 days into it. So there's been a lot going on in the UFO community, of course, also with the drones. It's been a lot of discussion on that. I did see several things. I just haven't did an update video yet on it. I don't know if you guys have heard anything. Okay, so it's not too bad. What I'm seeing here, it looks pretty bad, but I guess it's not too bad. I did want to try to share my screen on something. I may have to pull it up on my phone and show it to you guys. There's a clip of a UFO next to an airplane, and it's a very clear clip, but it's only 2 seconds, and that's it. And me, just like you guys, I'm skeptical of those kind of clips. I'm seeing if I can pull it up. I doubt I can. I thought I downloaded it, but probably have to send it over to this computer. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's clear. I mean, it's clear as day, but it's only 2 seconds. And you would think if somebody saw that, they would do more than just take a 2-second clip and it'd be people screaming because it was close to the airplane. As close as I've ever seen one to an airplane flying. And of course, with today's technology, a lot could happen. Somebody could have just took a video of an airplane or them flying in the airplane and kind of just threw the UFO in there. I'm going to see. I thought I had downloaded it, but I didn't download on this computer. I'm seeing if I have it here. I doubt I have it here too. Oh, here it is actually. Don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me see if I can somehow. This is not showing up on camera. Let's see. I hate that this does this, but I'll try to get this. This is horrible. Hold on. I think we got it right there. I know this is bad. I know y'all like show it. Now maybe I'll email it to myself real quick and then try to pull it up here. Like it gets it right here. And because I got this background, it doesn't show it. Yeah, this background is not allowing it to show too much. But this is the photo here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is a clear photo. That's the clearest photo I've ever seen. It's a video clip, and it's only 2 seconds long. I know this isn't the best way to show this, but I thought I had downloaded on this computer. But apparently somebody was in an airplane, and they were flying, and that's kind of what they saw. Was this right here. And this is clear. This is clear as day. So this would be the clearest photo I think we've ever seen of any UFO out there. I'm going to try to see if I can send this over. It even has a glare from the sun on it. And I was going to do a video on it, but since the video clip is so quick, it's going to be a lot of skepticism behind it. So anyway, let's, I don't know. I just really want to show this to you guys. I know that's horrible. Let me know if you guys can see it. I'm going to try to get it back on here clear or not. Can you guys see that? That is probably the clearest UFO photo I have ever seen in my whole entire life. Yes, it's kind of hard to see. I thought I had it downloaded on here, but I didn't. But it's it's a two-second video clip, literally 2 seconds long. And we all know that if anybody sees anything, especially on an airplane, people are going to go crazy. Now, I had a couple of clips on my channel where people were seeing the UFOs and stuff, and they filmed it, and you saw it actually flying, and that was about it. But this one was no noise from anybody or anything. So what's going on, High Spirits? Appreciate you guys coming in. He says he lives in a UFO hotspot here in the UK. Well, if you got some video clips, you guys can always send those over to me, and I can try to feature them on the channel. Hey, awhile says he can see it. Jackson says right there. Yeah, it's like I said, I wish this StreamYard, and because I got this background back here, you guys see how it's got my hand and it fades away. I wish I could have downloaded this to this computer and kind of share, but it's kind of weird how this operates a little bit. Let's see real quick. Yeah, it's not allowing me to do these different layouts. But anyway, we are on here just to do some quick discussions. It's been a while since I've been live. I wanted to talk to you guys, see what's going on, see what's new. So awhile, yeah, you're going to have to email that over to me. Maybe you can send me one while we're live, and I'll try to show it to everyone if you have some stuff. I saw something the other day. Actually, I was with a friend, and we saw a small, I don't know, or I would say it was small, but it was over the treetops. It was a small white disc that just flew over the treetops. And by the time I saw it, realized what it was gone. I don't have a dash cam in my car, which I need to start putting one in there, which was very interesting. Of course, they didn't see it because it flew by so quick. So I actually need to go back over there probably another time late at night. So what's going on, Clueless Guy? Appreciate you joining in. We are just basically chatting for a bit. It's been a while since I've been live, so I figured I'd go live for a bit. I did have a video or image from a UFO taken from an airplane. I tried to show you guys. It's pretty hood trying to get this on my phone, and because of the background, it kind of gets rid of it or something like that. It doesn't really show it that clear because it kind of sees my camera as somewhat of the background. I wish it didn't do all that, but I wanted to show this to you guys. So maybe I'll post it out there on the community page. Matter of fact, I think I'll do that right after this video so you guys can see it. So Jackson says, did you see the video clip of the LA? I don't know what that was. Clip of the LA fires on Fox with the streak of light? No, I have not. Was that something that happened today, or was that something that happened when the fires first started? Yes, it is. If you can go to any of my videos, it's basically littlekingdombuilder@gmail.com. So it's LITTLE kingdom KINGDOM builder BUILDER @gmail.com. You can see it in any of my video descriptions. Of course, it's not going to be in this one, but you can see it there. If you send me something tonight, I'll actually put it out tonight. I'll just do a quick video clip and put it out so people can see it. And I'll add this image in there so you guys can see this clear too. But I will put this image that this person took of this UFO flying near an airplane too. I hope so, because I've seen a couple of news broadcasts on these drones, and it's very interesting. I heard there was some stuff coming over from China, which is interesting in itself. Let me try to put this so you guys can see me a little bit better. I heard that they were launching from out of the sea from some China mothership. I don't know what's going on with it, but it'll be nice to know. I mean, it's kind of interesting that we can't, if you have a drone, fly it like they're flying these drones out here. You know, some of them are not small. Some of them are actually pretty large. I mean, with the FAA regulations, everything, they're coming pretty, I don't know. It's pretty interesting with that. So what's going on, James Bond? Happy Friday to you too. We got a little snow here in Georgia, about 3 or 4 inches. Now it's just turning to ice, but 2 days ago, he'll try to find a link. Yeah, put that link down here. I'm still trying to learn this StreamYard stuff. You would think by now to have this stuff mastered and a better camera, which I have one to put on here, but I'll try to master it this year. Because I do have a couple people that actually want to get on the channel and talk to you guys about some stuff they've seen. They got some video clips. There's some people on Facebook that have seen things that want to talk about what they've seen. So I may have a Facebook panel one time where people can come on here, and I'll have several people maybe lined up, and then they can talk about a photo or a video clip they saw, and you guys can ask questions. But I'll try to lead up to that and not just blindly go live, kind of like I did today. So he posted a video link in the community page as a reply. Okay, I'll check that out. I don't know if I can go here. StreamYard is kind of interesting with this trial that I have as far as trying to go in and show stuff. So I think it takes me off of here if I change like some of the layouts, and it kind of makes it kind of weird. So send to my Instagram. Did you send it to my, I have actually 3 Instagram accounts. I have one for RC. I have one for this that's out there, if you guys don't know that. And then I have one for Little Kingdom Builder too. So I don't know if you sent it to the RC Instagram or not. But if so, I can always try to download that too. But I appreciate you sending that over. Yeah, someone's told me about that before, and I just haven't had a chance to really look into it. It's so much that I do on a daily basis. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to get some of this stuff together. That's why sometimes I put videos out and you guys see them, and it's something that someone sent to me or say, hey, check this out. And I put it out there real quick for you guys to get feedback on. I also heard Bob Lazar, some people that still don't believe him, he is actually coming out with kind of a better documentary of what happened to him at S4 or when he worked at Area 51. I did get an email. Here we go. Okay. I did get your email, so I do see it. But the people who are making that are supposed to actually give a visual presentation of exactly what happened at Area 51, some of the stuff he saw. And the reason why he's never done videos before was because he said no one was going to get it right when he went out there and did that. No one was going to get the videos and everything right for it. So. But hopefully Trump is, what is that? Is that January 20th that's happening? His inauguration? I think that's happening then. So he'll come out. I think he's going to be a little bit more aggressive than Biden in doing stuff and talking about things. I think he's ready to do his last term and do what he wants to go in there and do. So don't worry, high spirits. I used to be a programmer, and I'm still not tech savvy. My first day programming, they sat me down in a job and they said, okay, it's data over here. And here's basically a DOS command screen. We need you to write information from that to this. And I was like, huh? He went to lunch, came back, and guess what was happening? It was still blinking. I didn't do anything. But we were using a programming language called awk. And I had read the book somewhat. I just didn't understand it that much. But go on, behold, awk was a programming language that I can actually read, if I can recall. That was over 20 years ago. That can read data in line by line or character by character. So we use it a lot for some programming we did a while back. So when you say that, trust me, I feel you. Yeah, there's a lot of things with Bob Lazar, and I still have yet to put this video out because I think I've tried to post several videos, several documentations or backlogs of things from things in the past, and sometimes YouTube flags them, so I have to take them down. I had a pretty good one on Bob, but I had to take it down because it had some information in there that could not be posted to YouTube. But he talked about several things. He even got into some stuff about his education and stuff. I know that sometimes some of stuff's been covered up, but it even talked about that. But I had to redo it several times, and he talked about the sport model, as he termed it, and how the craft flies and it bends gravity. Basically, when it goes in space, it basically bends gravity in front of it and expands it behind it. I had to take that out. Then there was stuff talking about the element 115. Then when I took that out and I loaded, there were still little things in there. So I couldn't get the video up. I mean, unless I went in and try to do the graphics myself, which I wasn't able to do. but I think I may have found a way to get around it because he does talk about some very interesting stuff between the sport model and what we would be considered ARVs or alien reproduction vehicles. I even have a video on that and I loaded it and there was issues with that. So it's kind of hard to load up some of this stuff just because of some of the flags that YouTube may have out there. Even some people that it's not their content, they still try to claim it as their content. So it's been stuff like that. So that's what's kept me from loading a lot of videos. I really like going back to the past and loading a lot of those videos up. I did load up some stuff about some flights of the SR-71. Then I had another one where there were photos when they were flying this SR-71 back in the early 60s. And they had video clips of objects that they saw out there. And I had to take that video down. As soon as you load it, kind of YouTube lets you know. So maybe I should start just posting several images on the community page, and that'll be that. Maybe I can get through with that. So, all right, getting back to some of the comments I've been waiting to hear from Gary about the Leisberger thing. I'm not sure what that's about. You may have to educate me on that because I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, every president's very interesting he gets in. I mean, we'll see what happens with that and with him. Yeah, the thing about Bob Lazar is that I want you guys to understand is that a lot of people are coming into this whole UFO phenomena thing. And a lot of people don't know about Bob Lazar, Billy Meyer, several people, William Tompkins. It's a lot of people out there. So I like to go back and I like to cover that. So when they come across it and they read and they see the videos, people go to the comments. And then the comments, you guys can go back and you can correct me if I'm wrong. And I don't care. Correct me if I'm wrong in the videos, but you can actually give some of your opinions and stuff in those comments. So that's why I like to go back and revisit things like with Bob Lazar, because a lot of his stuff is kind of fading away. And if he passes in the next 5 to 10 years, you know, a lot of stuff will be obsolete. But I do believe he should be one of the ones testifying in front of Congress. And maybe he's got some stuff to hide. I do believe that the reason why he is still with us is because he has element 115. And he stated before that he can go out and he can say and do things that'll prove his case, but he doesn't do it. And I think that's one of the things that has kept him with us. So. Yeah, it's very interesting, especially how they promote videos. They promoted a couple of my videos and then all of a sudden it just decided down and died. And if you look at your analytics for YouTube, you'll see they do control that. It's pretty interesting when you start looking at your videos and you'll see a video that got views and more than 50% of the views is because YouTube kind of promotes it. And they say, well, it's the algorithm or the audience doesn't like your video, but they promote that stuff out there. So I guess when the video is first published, it's a lot of things that go behind that about who clicks on the video when they first saw it, somebody scroll through it, and then it just kind of plays out from that point. So it's very interesting. I think that if somebody subscribes to a channel, I don't care if it's my channel, whose channel, if you subscribe to it and you click to get all notifications, when they post a video, everybody who's subscribed to you should get it. You know, if you got 1,000 subscribers, all 1,000 people should get the notification of it, but that's not always the case. Thomas Townsend Brown's work in 1920s. No, I have not. I'll have to let me actually take a note of that to see Thomas Townsend. I'm not sure exactly what he did, but I'm going to take a note right now. Okay, I see it right here. It came right up. Born in 1905, died in 1985. So he researched odd electrical effects that led him to believe that he discovered some type of anti-gravity caused by a strong. Okay, that'll be interesting. Maybe I'll work on that this weekend and put that up. Thanks, I appreciate that, Luz. I'll look into him because I've never heard of him. I mean, we know stuff about Nikola Tesla, and we know he's done a lot. So I'll definitely look into him. So I do appreciate that. So High Spirit says, what is that noise out here? I hear this noise outside, and I don't know what it is. Sitting in my other room. Anyway, so High Spirit says that Bob Lazar talked about the craft that he discovered was an archaeological find, dug out the ground. I did hear him talk about that on Joe Rogan. I think he said he tried to recall some of the stuff. I mean, it's been so much stuff he's talked about with that. I believe they said if that would be like a cool movie that Steven Spielberg, if he did something like that, it'd be cool for them to be digging. All of a sudden, they found these craft down there. It's so much going on, so much misinformation and stuff. We don't know. I mean, even some of the documents that he said he was given to read, he just thought it was so far fetched. But oh, that's what everybody cares about his work. No, we care. If you got stuff out there, we definitely want to see it. Appreciate that, Dre. I know I get a lot of flack sometimes for my videos. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna look him up after we get off in just a bit to see what's going on with him. So we got T.T. Brown, of course, was the man who coined electrogravitics and worked out of Los Alamos. Also dove into the 1957 Chapel Hill Conference. Okay, John Wheeler. I'm gonna screen capture this just so I can go back, and I can always go back and look at some of these. Because from some documentaries and some information I heard, they said we mastered anti-gravity in the 1950s. So if we mastered it in the 1950s, and this is 2025, that's 75 years minimum that we've had this stuff around. That's why the ARV is important to the alien reproduction vehicle. What they call it, the they call it the ARV alien reproduction vehicle. They call it the flux mod, and they also called it, I think it was RAM, replicant alien machine. So they had several different names for it: a flux liner, ARV, and RAM, replicant alien machine. So I've heard that term float around a lot. I heard ARV more than anything else. So definitely we'll get into that. Maybe I'll do a video. Maybe I can try to get some of this going on. So what's going on, Luke? I appreciate you joining in. We're just basically chatting. I just haven't talked to you guys in a minute, and I want to see what's going on. Al said, what's the email? I'm going to try to type it actually here so you guys can see it. Hopefully this won't flag it, because I do have sometimes links flagged. So there's my email there if you guys want to send stuff over to me. You would think it'd be like UFO Phenomena or something, but I've used this Gmail account for countless of things, including my nonprofit. So, but this T.T. Brown is pretty interesting. I'm gonna have to look into him, and maybe I'll just do a small video on him just so you guys can know about it. And this is kind of why I go back to older stuff, because we have, like I said, a lot of new people in the community, and I think that they need to be educated on some of this stuff. I had, before I started this channel, on my RC channel, I had a couple of things I was working on. I even had kind of a timeline, and it was going to be a 3-part series. I did part 1 that did kind of the history of UFO, basically starting from 1947 with the Roswell crash up until I think it was the mid 70s when they started seeing the cigar shaped UFOs. And I was working on parts 2 and 3. And then there was issues with doing those videos. So I had to stop doing it, but I should have continued on and did them and put them on Discord or put them on Instagram or something like that. Cause that was actually some work I was doing, because I wanted to get kind of a timeline for myself to cover some of the more authentic UFO sightings and stuff. I mean, there was a lot of people that saw stuff that weren't trying to profit on it. They just saw stuff, took pictures, took videos, especially around the, I would say, late 40s, early 50s or so. It was a little bit harder to fake stuff out there. So Clue says if you want a video to watch, Jesse Michaels has an hour and 50-minute video called "The Man Who Built UFOs for the CIA." Okay, I don't know. What can you find that on Tubi or something? And I don't know if you guys, when I started doing that, you like that when I did movie reviews. I had a movie review Monday where I talked about a movie that I saw that was related to UFOs. And I stopped doing I didn't get that much feedback from it. So I was gonna start just doing that every Monday, just so you guys can know about the movies and know some of my personal thoughts of it. Stuff like this would actually be good. So I'm just getting a note of this with that. But so you guys see that if you want to do something tonight, like right now it's snowing, crazy rain, ice here in Georgia. There you guys go. Something you can kind of chew on tonight.